Hello folks, fellow YouTubers and friends. Well, we're at it again. Here lately I've been watching videos on YouTube about guys running small motors. This happens to be a Honda 6.5 horsepower, and they've been running motors on like that on gas fumes, not gasoline. Well, we've got a little 2.5 horsepower rig back there in the back, and Larry and I did up one, and it works great. The only problem is we use the bubble system. And with the bubble system, what you're doing is you're actually evaporating gas, so you wind up getting an evaporative cooling effect, and the gasoline actually cools down really fast. We started off with gasoline at 111 degrees, and in 8 to 10 minutes it was down to 93 degrees. At 93 it did not make enough fumes to keep the engine running, so the engine would go off. However, Larry and I have come up with the idea that we're just going to put an electric heating element in it. So I've already ordered one of those, 12 volt, 50 watt. I'm hoping 50 watt will do it. If it won't, I'll order two just in case, because if 50 watts won't do it, then we'll just put two of them in the gas. And with the electric now submerged in the gas, we shouldn't have any problem at all with fire. There's no sparks, and they don't get hot enough to actually ignite the gas. And gasoline does not burn anyway. I mean, you can actually dump a cigarette and put it out. But anyway, so that we're waiting for the those to come in so that we can finish building the evaporative cooling system that doesn't cool. And okay, so now what we're doing today is we're working on the exhaust system. Now, and you can see here this piece of thin wall. It's an 11 gauge, 1/8 of an inch thick. 4-inch by 4-inch outside dimension square tubing, and we have these Peltier devices that we're going to put on there, and on all four sides. And this thing, piece of tubing is 29 inches long, and we're going to cap the ends. In fact, here they are right here. We're going to drill holes in the end caps that this pipe will go in, so the exhaust fumes will go travel through the 1-inch pipe, heating water inside here. And the reason for that is I'm afraid the actual exhaust itself will be so hot it might burn out my Peltier devices. So if we let the exhaust run through water and heat the water, water will not get any hotter than its boiling point. We live about 320 feet above sea level, so consequently the water boils here in Dallas at about somewhere around 206 to 208 degrees, not the normal 212 at sea level. Okay. So what we're going to do is we've cut the actual muffler off of here. We're going to weld this piece of pipe here, have it come out this way like so, and we have this 3/4 inch fits that perfect. So we're going to weld that on there. This is a 3/4 to a 1-inch elbow, and it'll go on the pipe like so. The pipe will be inside here, goes this way, it'll come across here, and we'll brace it down there. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to drill holes in here, on top here and down here, okay? And we're going to blow a piece of pipe there on both of those, 6 or 7 inches high. And then in one of them, we're going to have a jug of water up here with a hole drilled in the bottom and a hose coming down to it. So we fill it up, put the hose about 2 or 3 inches down into the pipe. When we fill it up with water, when it hits that pipe, that hose, the water will not come out of the canister above because it's going to be sealed. It'll be airtight and sealed. So as the water boils off and it gets below that pipe, the pipe should release water and let it come down into it, keeping this full at all times. Okay? Now that's where we are right now. We've got to drill the holes in here, drill the holes in here, then we have to put the pipe inside, put the caps on, weld it up, and I'll make a little short clip of that when we get it all done, okay? But we're going to, oh, by the way, this pipe, it'll hold more than 100 Peltier devices. We have over 300 on hand. Okay, these are used ones. I'm not going to use used on this. We have 200 new ones and 130 some used ones, but we're going to use all new ones on this, okay? All right, we'll turn this off and make another clip later. Okay, folks, there's our muffler system, heat exchange, where we're going to put the Peltier devices on all four sides of that square tubing. And you can see the pipe sticking up in the air. That's how we're going to fill it.
and we're going to build a system that's similar to a chicken water, where if the water goes down the slightest little bit, then it'll bubble up and run out of a sealed container and keep it full at all times. And see the end right there, let's see if I can zoom in on that, right there. Okay, that's the exhaust end, because there's no threads. The other end is threaded. You can't see it in the camera, but it is. And now we got to do the apparatus to fasten it to the actual exhaust on the motor itself. Alright, just a short update to let you know where we are. Okay, we got another little short update here. We've got the heat exchange muffler mounted, and as you can see that we got the fill point pipes on it. Depending on how fast it uses water, we may have to put a, like I said earlier, drip system from similar to that of a chicken water, and I'm pretty sure we will, because we want this thing to run 24 hours a day constantly. And you can see the braces we've got on it, because this part right here is pretty daggone heavy, and there leaves some vibration from the motor, and I'm going to take the camera around and show you how we got that done. And so we don't want it to break anything. And Larry and I both in the past have built things just because we build them so big and so forth, so heavy, we haven't braced them good enough, and so now we're kind of leery and we brace everything like you wouldn't believe. Okay, here, let me take you around the other side. Okay, there we go. Let me zoom in right here just a little bit. Okay, you can see we cut the actual muffler off of the pipe coming out of the exhaust, welded a piece of 3/4 inch pipe to it, because that was the size it was. Then we came up here and put a 3/4 inch to 1 inch elbow, and then 1 inch pipe inside the heat exchange muffler, and braced everything out. Okay, that's it. Okay, folks, thought I'd make a short clip to show you how Larry and I put these Peltier devices on this heat exchange muffler. We decided to drain the oil out of the engine so we could stand it up on its vertical. That way when we put the heat sinks on, they don't keep sliding off. We tried the first row, and the one when it was up horizontal, the ones on the bottom kept falling off. We were having a heck of a time. So we did it like this, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Once you get the first row on, then it's just a piece of cake. And we just stack them up, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 sections high. Then we take all the wires to that section, run them up here, and put a wire around there, and then we wire them one at a time, and then pull those wires down. And well, we just did that one while we were talking. I think you saw it. So now we're going to pull the next set of wires down. Did I get all of that? Oh yeah, there you go. All right, now we put the next wire on, and Larry takes 5 or 6 wires and put them together and pre-bend them around the square tubing. Is that where you were? Yeah. All right, slide it to you. Pull it to you. Yeah, pull it to you. I want this section to go. Look, it came out. Okay. Is that it? Damn it.
Tell working with a blind man.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. That's it. Okay, go for it. Okay, folks, that's just that easy. And then you pull the wires down and do the next section. I'm going to go ahead and all the clips I put together, I'm going to put them all together, all the clips I've made so far, I'm going to put them all together in one video and upload it tonight, because I don't want to get a video too long. I'm trying to make different sections, different clips of different things we're doing so people get the idea. And they might want to do one and hopefully make some improvements to it. I appreciate that. Okay, right now we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks of 8 in each stack, so that's 88. We have 88 pelter devices on here right now. Looks like we're going to be able to get another 25 or 30 more on here. So we're going to have well over 100. Okay. Have a great evening, folks. By the way, it's June, what is it, 26th or 27th? 26th? June?
Don't know.
I don't either. Wait a minute, where's my phone? Yeah, it's June the 24th, 3:54 p.m. 2016. Have fun, folks. Well, there it is, folks, all finished. That's 120 Peltier devices plus 120 heat sinks, all glued up, greased up, and fastened down with lathing wire. Now comes the job of deciding how we're going to wire them up. So we're not going to be able to wire them up until we know how much each one puts out. We've got the heating elements are coming in, and don't know when they'll be here, so we can't do a whole lot more to this until the heating elements get here. So we're going to start working on the carburetor, not carburetor, but the vapor bubbling machine, and getting it ready for the heating element. The thermostats did come in though, so next video when the heat elements come in, I'll show you the thermostat I got. It's really neat. They're only about $7 or $8 a piece, and they'll take care of the temperature to 1 degree. In other words, if it gets, say for example, we want the gasoline at 112, we can set the cutoff point at 112 and the cut on point at 111, and it will keep the gas at that temperature, I hope. Alright, well, so much for that. Let me zoom in on this so you can see just how intricate this thing is. Okay, there you go. Okay, enough for this one. I'll put all these clips together and stick it on YouTube either tonight or tomorrow. Okay, God bless everybody. Be good.